7, 6.
Hello everyone, welcome back. With me here we have BenDoesVariety, who is going to do an any percent no out of bounds run from Elder Scrolls Oblivion 4. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. So take it away.
Thank you for the introduction. Hello everyone, I'm Ben. So we're going to be doing like he said, an Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion any percent no out of bounds speedrun. Now, quickly before we get into it, normally I would start this on a pre-made save file, but we're going to create a new one just for the run. I have the world record currently for this game in both normal any percent and any percent no out of bounds. And my actual PB is 57 minutes, but I gave an estimate of 115 because of some random soft locks that may happen. So I've been running this in my own time for a few days now, and I've encountered quite a few soft locks that I've never seen before. I'll also note that time will start once we hit A on the first dialogue text box, which will happen in the game. So, of course, we have to pick the name, which of course is going to be BSG. Is there any other name? Now, another quick thing to note as well, we're going to play as a female and we're going to play as a high elf. So the way that speed is determined in this game is the height of the character. And female high elves are the tallest characters in the game. So these are going to be the ones we have, and we're going to quickly make a save file right here, just in case. There's a very rare softlock that can happen right in this cell. So we're going to make that save file just as a safety precaution. So the dialog box should pop. Cool. And time will begin right about now. So immediately we have to pull back to this gate here so that we can initiate the dialogue. So that dark elf in the opposite cell has to talk in order for the next set of events to trigger. So because of that, we're going to quickly move these bones too, because there's a very rare chance that the guards that come into the cell can get stuck on these bones when we move back to the wall. I'm also going to go into my magic tab and key flare and heal minor wounds to my hotbar, so that I have easy access to those spells. So I can just use the D-pad and just switch between the spells. If you can see next to where the compass is on the bottom, you can see that I'm hotkeying my spells and changing them. So we have that quick access, which is very nice. Now we have to wait for this dialogue to end, and we're also getting into a position here where we can pickpocket the guard. So they're going to come in front of my cell, talk for a minute, and we can get into a position where we can pickpocket, so we can make them come through a little bit faster before I can get into the position. There we go. So when we get to the right part of the dialogue, now, and that's going to force them in a bit faster. I also have to quickly note as well, whilst this dialogue's going on, I have a throat infection and a bit of a cold, so if you hear me sniffle or cough, don't think I'm dying. I'm ill, so we'll continue going. So once they've opened the wall, we're going to leave, but we're actually going to punch Glenroy in the face a few times. So I'm going to get them all to aggro on me, so we can get through a little bit quicker. Okay, there we go. For a second there, Emperor Palpatine decided he was not going to let me through. Let's definitely not have that. So for anyone who's played this game, you know how the tutorial goes. We're going to go through the sewers and trigger a set of events where the Emperor is going to get killed. And we have to take the Amulet of Kings to someone called Joffrey. Now, it's going to play pretty normal, except there are a few strats we can do to make it a little bit faster. Also, another thing to note as well is there's a very high chance that I could get a new world record during this run, because there are many time saves throughout the entire run. So definitely I'll explain when we get to those points when we have time saves. So we're going to sit here on top of this bit of broken wall, and we're going to wait for these guys to stop talking. The wall's going to crumble, and then we're going to be able to go through, and we're going to break off for a bit, so we're going to be on our own for a while. But this is great because this allows us to get certain items that we're going to need for the rest of the run. Also, another thing to quickly note, I'll go through this part now because this part's kind of slow and there's not really much to it, so I can explain this now. There are two main tricks coming up in the run that we're going to be doing. One is item duplication and the other one is called save warping or item warping. Item duplication is exactly what it says it is. We're going to dupe items, which is very interesting across different versions of the game. And then we've got save warping. This one's a little bit more complicated, so I'll try and explain it now, so when I get to a save warp, you'll understand what I'm doing. So, save warping. The way it works, this game loads stuff weird in that same vein. So, when you go through a door and press the start button at the same time as opening that door, the door sound is going to open, like it's going to pop up that we've opened a door, but it's also going to pause the game. When that happens, we can load up a previous save file and transfer items from a previous save to our current save. It's a little bit convoluted, but once you see it in action, you'll understand what I'm getting at. I'll explain it again when we get to that point in the run, so it's not for a little bit yet. But right now, we're just going to progress through the sewers, get through as quickly as we can so that we can get out of here. Now, another thing to note about Oblivion as well, there are 3 any percent categories for this game. You've got any percent, which is any percent unrestricted, any glitches are allowed. You have any percent no out of bounds, which is what I'm doing, and any percent no DFS, which is no Dragonfire Shrine. So, in normal any percent, there are out of bounds glitches that you would use to get through the game really quickly. And no DFS is, you can do the out of bounds in the sewers, but you cannot do the out of bounds to finish the game. So that one's basically a mix of normal 80% and no out of bounds. Except it's a little bit more lenient with its no out of bounds thing. But when we go through this door, we're going to meet up back with Palpatine and the 2 guards. And there's going to be a massive Mythic Dawn section coming up where we have to take out quite a few Mythic Dawn agents. So of course, those of you who have played Oblivion before will know the Mythic Dawn. They are a cult that want the Emperor dead, which is really depressing when you think about it. Alright, so I'm just going to hit him to drag him to the door a bit faster. There we go. And we just need to take out these guards. And, this is a... Okay, there we go. That was a bit of a monka situation. Open the door, please. There we go. Go on, go through. I'm trying not to hit the guards because that can make things really slow. Oh gosh, I did not remember the stairs were there. Alright, so during the madness, the Emperor's going to talk to us, and we're going to pick the Steed attribute set, which gives us a boost to our speed. Of course, speedrunning, we need them boosts to our speed. We've got to go fast. Oh gosh, hello. That definitely is not something you would want to wake up to on a Sunday morning. Oof. Alright, all the Mythic Dawn agents are dead, so before I quickly aggro them to follow me, I'm going to go in here and grab some lockpicks. I should have also said earlier on as well, in the sewers we looted a goblin. Hello. There we go. We looted a goblin, and that gave us our main attack throughout the run, which is going to be Flashbolt, which is a fire spell. Now again, you only get 1, so we're going to be duping that later. But right now I need to stop these at a specific spot. There we go. Wait for its turn. There we go. Okay. So we're almost at the end of the sewers, and this is actually pretty fast. This is definitely one of the fastest sewer escapes I've had since I've been running No Out of Bounds, which is pretty cool, actually. So we're just going to quickly heal, because we had a little bit of damage. Might as well heal. Because we kind of have to wait for this part. We have to wait for them to reach over here, so that we can then aggro and get them through here. Unfortunately, you can sort of nudge them if you want, but a lot of the time it isn't worth it, because on console what happens is they'll get onto the stairs, and then they'll just go back. Which is obviously a lot slower, so you don't want to do that. Follow me. That's it. A little bit faster. There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. Whew. That was a little bit rough there. It looked almost as if they were going to turn and go all the way back. There's a small chance that they can do that. It's a little bit monka when that happens, because you lose about a minute. Alright, so unfortunately we're going to see the passing of the Emperor, which is... feels bad, man. So feels bad, man. But on a lighter note, we get out of the sewers, so it's worth it. So, sorry dude, but I gotta get out of here. Peace. Just take out this guy very quick. Oh, hello. Hello. Hello, thank you. That was a bit weird. Alright, we're going to talk to Boris and quickly pick the Scout. No, Scout, thank you. Which is another attribute set that gives us, again, another boost to our speed, which we do, of course, want. Now, once we get out of here, we're going to be going to the Imperial City, which is where we're going to get a few of the main items for the rest of the run. So, one of those is going to be, anyone who's played Elder Scrolls from Morrowind upwards will know an item called Skooma. So, Skooma is an item that drops a bunch of your stats, and it will raise your speed by an insane amount. And because of duplication, we can get a lot of skooma. We can get so much of it. So we're definitely going to be getting some of that skooma now. Also, the way you drink potions in this game is a little bit weird. So I will again explain that. So we're going to quickly run to the market district. Now, the way you drink potions is you can drink 5 of any kind of potion and then it stops you. But the game doesn't stop on how you drink the potion. So what I mean is, if you drink 4 from the hotbar and 4 from your inventory, you can stack 8 potions at once. And stacking 8 skooma is insane. You get massive boosts to your speed. It's absolutely nuts. The drawback to this is that the game doesn't run very well when you do that. So you will see some lag. That's not the stream and it's not my capture card. It's the game. There will be a little bit of lag. Oh, no. We do that, that kills the run. Okay, there we go. Get 2 absorb willpower. So we're going to do some scroll duping quickly. So we're just going to quickly do this. Oh. Come here. Thank you. So we're going to dupe as many scrolls as we need for the rest of the run. And I might as well point out that doing this scroll dupe in the fastest possible way is actually a lot more difficult than it seems. Because all I'm doing is double tapping and then dropping, which is actually really broken, that they never patched this, but... So we're just going to go ahead and drop these, and we now have enough scrolls. So we need to make sure that we have enough flashbolt scrolls to get us through the rest of the game, and we needed enough of the other scrolls to sell back to him, so that we could get some money to buy the skooma. And now we're going to go to the Chestnut Handy Stables, where we're going to actually literally go and see a back alley salesman in order to get the skooma. Which is a little bit weird. You get skooma in the Elder Scrolls games from very weird places, mind you. There's also not much of it throughout most of the games. Like, I think in Oblivion, there's probably 5 different sources of 1 bottle. So it's actually really cool that we can get it right here in the Imperial City. There is somewhere in Breville you can go and get it, but it's a lot slower on console, so it's easier to come here to do it. So we're going to buy the skooma, and then we're immediately going to warp to Waynham Priory, which is the next place in the quest line that we're going to be going to. So here we're going to meet one of my favourite characters. He's also a troll, so his name is Joffrey. I like to call him Joffles the Clown, because he can really screw your run up on occasion, which is again why I set my estimate a little bit higher than I should have done. And as you can see, we just duped an insane amount of skooma. Fortunately, we're not going to be picking up all of this. I just need enough to do another dupe. That will do. So now we've got a stack of 56. I'm just going to dupe that stack. And now we're going to have... there it is. Now we're going to have an absolute insane amount of skooma. We're going to key flashbolt and skooma. And then, as you can see, I'm going to be 8 stacking. And we're going to get some insane movement speed. Now, I'm making a save here because this is going to be a save I'm going to use in a bit for a save warp. So I'm going to bring an old save file up to this point, so that it's going to trigger events. So we meet Joffles, we explain that we've, the Emperor's dead and we need to get the Amulet of Kings. And let's get out of here. Now, the next section's probably the most recognizable in all of Oblivion, the Kvatch segment, where you actually go into our first Oblivion Gate. Now, of course, every Elder Scrolls game is a gimmick, and this one is Oblivion Gates, which is, in my opinion, is the best gimmick out of all of them. But we're going to quickly drink an 8 stack, and we're going to quickly run up here. Avoid that guy. He talks way too long, and it's really slow. Okay, there we go. That was a bit weird. So the goal here is to go in, close the Oblivion Gate, and then we need to go and rescue Martin from inside the city. And then that's this section done, so it's going to take a few minutes. And there's some very cool movement tech coming up in here, actually, with Skooma, because Skooma allows us to do some really interesting movement tech throughout the run. So, for example, there's a trick coming up called Skooma Jumps. So, Skooma Jumps are basically long jumps. You're allowed to jump great distances. I'm also going to quickly create a save right here in case I die. Yeah, he did not jump. Okay, cool. The game ate my input, which can happen in this gate, by the way. So, we died, so we have to quickly reload the save. Luckily, we saved right here. There we go, there's one. Can I get up? Okay, there we go. Okay, that was a bit monkey S. Alright, so we just jumped past that gate. Now, normally... How did I use up all my fatigue? Okay. Okay, so we just ragdolled, and that can happen. So, you see on the bottom left of the screen, you've got 3 bars. The red bar, the blue bar, the green bar. Red bar is health, blue bar is magic, and green bar is stamina. Now, when that stamina goes to 0, when you're 8 stacking Skooma, you will ragdoll like that. And potentially you can die quite a lot from that too, because if you ragdoll in the wrong place, like, say for example, you're swimming, you will drown in the water, and that won't be a fun time. You can also ragdoll off a cliff, which I have done in a room in the past, which is definitely not good either. So ragdolling is a big no-no. So we're going to try and not jump as much as we can throughout the run to avoid ragdoll effects. We just need to take this guy out and grab his key. Now, there is a really weird Skooma jump I can go for here. I'm not going to go for it because on console, if you miss it, it's super slow. Because you'll die and you have to reload and do all kinds of stuff, so we don't want to do that. That's one of those strats that's a lot better to do on PC, and I should probably point out too. So, this game, the leaderboards are split between PC and console. The reason for that is because PC is a lot faster, and there are a lot of different strats that you can do in the PC version that you cannot do on Xbox or PS3. So I'm just going to create a save here for a save warp in a little bit. And then we're just going to go and run up these. Oh my gosh, I did not mean to go for that Skooma jump, but okay. I kind of got it, which I never usually get in runs. I wasn't even trying to do that, but okay. Alright, so this is how we close the gate. We're just going to grab this stone quickly. Wait very briefly, and there we go. Once it adds to our inventory, we can jump down. So the trigger for getting out of the Oblivion Gate is the fire. Once it reaches you, you get out of the gate. And because we got the stone and it activates the fire from the bottom, we just jump down, and it allows us to just trigger that to get out. It's a little bit faster than just waiting. So now that we've done that, we just need to quickly talk to, oh no, this guy. I should also point out that this game is a lot harder to run on Xbox. The reason for that is because this game was not really built with console in mind, so the controls are a little bit janky. And this game, a lot of the top level PC runners would also say that this game is a lot harder to run on Xbox. Because just doing stuff like aiming a fire spell is kind of hard and not at all accurate, so you kind of have to sort of do it the best way you can, and of course with enemy AI moving, it's very difficult sometimes. No, come on. Okay, there we go. Where is he? There he is. Hello? Dude, thank you. Alright, so now that we've done that, cleared out all of the Daedra, we just need to go and talk to Martin very quickly. There you are, Brother Martin. Speed through this text. Thank you very much. Awesome. Alright, and we're going to leave here. I'm going to go to the Graceful Pass Stables, which is near Skingrad. So, the way fast traveling works in Elder Scrolls is you can fast travel normally only to places that you've been to in the past. There are some places that are open to fast travel before you've been to them, like stables and usually cities in this game. So, we're going to be going to a lot of different stables and a lot of different borders of cities to get to places faster. So, right now, we're just going to go across the Oblivion Wastes so that we can go to a place called Miskarkand, where we're going to get an item that we're going to need later in the game. It's just faster to get it now. So, it's kind of like a mini dungeon we're going to go through very quickly just to do this. Again, 8 stacking Skooma so that we can move really quick. This is one of those parts that's really going to lag a bit, so if you see lag, don't worry, it's not the stream, it's just the game doing its business. Oh, here we are. Okay, nice. I kind of went the sort of wrong way a little bit, but that's fine. Okay, we are here. Okay. I kind of went a little bit too far left, but that's fine. Okay. We have to be really careful in here with our speed. So, with our speed in here, if you go down one of these staircases a bit too quickly, you'll bash off of a light, and hit the floor really hard and potentially die from it. Because the way Skooma works is, like, any kind of fall damage, depending on how many Skoomas you've drunk, will boost the fall damage. So an 8 stack of Skooma will give you 8 times the amount of fall damage. So I just used that fire there to get a quick Skooma jump up to here. It allows us to cut out a massive portion of the dungeon. Also, Martin is with us, because we're supposed to drop him off at Cloud Ruler Temple before we come here, but who needs to do that? We're just going to quickly run through here and do this quickly. Why not? Hit the switch. So this is just one of those sort of dungeons we just have to quickly run through. Now, what I could do to save time later is try and RNG farm a specific staff. I'm not going to do it, though. I never do it in my runs because I never get the right RNG. So we're just going to quickly run through here. And grab this stone. And make a save. Now, this is where our first save warp is coming into play. So we're going to load up the save we made here. Oh. We're going to quickly load this one up. Now, like I said, we're going to hit A and start at the same time to cause the door sound to happen. And then we're going to quickly initiate the warp by loading up the previous save file. And that's going to bring us up to speed to this point with what we just got, which is the Great Wakelet Stone. And boom, we're in. Now, we're going to need to trigger the next set of events. So all I need to do is quickly come up here and open this chest. And that's going to initiate the next part of the quest line. So I need to go and help save Joffles and his people from a bunch of Mythic Dawn agents that are going to appear. So let's just quickly go and do that. Assuming that the game will load. Thank you. Like I said, there's a very, very small chance of like soft locks or crashes happening. They just happen. There's not really anything you can do to stop it. I also need to try and not hit Joffles, because if I hit him, I could potentially get stopped by the guards in a later section and get sent to jail, and it's really slow. I'm trying not to, but he keeps kind of getting in my way. Dude, okay. I also have to wait for him to talk to me right now. Cool, thank you. Alright, let's get out of here. Mythic Dawn! Bye-bye. Where are you going? Oh, hello. Okay, that was way faster than I thought. So we just need to go up to Cloud Roller Temple next. Now, a lot of this part of the run is going to be going to one place, going to another, going to another, going to another. Because we're going to go ahead and pick up a bunch of items all in a row that we're going to need later. It's just faster to get them now than it would be to do it as the quests pop up. So we're going to go from here to the Imperial City. We had to come here long enough for the gate to open so that we could then initiate the next part. So we're going to go to a place, God, I can't remember the name of this place. But we're going to go and fight someone called Umbra. And we're going to grab her sword, which is a Daedric artifact. Now, that's not what we're really going for. So we need to grab that sword so we can go and trade it for an actual Daedric artifact that we need later, called the Mask of Clavicus Vile, who is one of the 9 Daedric Lords. So we need to quickly go through the dungeon, kill her, and grab her sword. There's also a really cool save warp in here too, so we're going to go in front of the door, make a save here. Save warping is just generally a lot faster than just running from point to point. It's also great for a lot of dungeons too, because you don't have to like walk all the way back out the dungeon. Because with this, there's not really any like check. Oh my gosh, that was a bit. Okay, that was close. That's going into what I said earlier on about the Skooma fall damage. It's kind of extreme, and I really needed that health boost. Where is she? Oh, there you are. Hello. Now, that sword is very strong. It's actually the strongest sword in the game. So, if she hits us quite a few times, we're pretty dead. Luckily, she didn't. So, we're just going to save this and quickly load up the save we made outside. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. Quickly go back. Okay. Oh, no. Please let me save warp. Thank you. No. That one. Okay. So when I do the button combination to allow for a... Why am I here? Okay. Let's try that again. Save warping can be a bit of a finicky trick at times. It's definitely going to be a bit of a finicky trick. So if I do the inputs wrong, or if the game decides, you know what, I'm not going to load everything correctly, that's a bit of a problem. We can get past it, it's not really an issue, it's just a bit of a time loss. Load, please. There we go. Okay, we should have, I'm going to quickly check we have it. Yeah, we do. Okay. I have to make sure that we actually have the sword, because there's no point leaving here to go to where we need to go in order to just make sure we need the sword. But now that we have it, we can run from here, and we can go to the Shrine of Clavicus Vial. Oh, that looked like it was going to crash for a second then. See, the thing with this game, with how beautiful it looks, it runs pretty poorly, especially when you're going at like 8 times the speed you're normally supposed to go. So we have the pop-up, we are going to trade the sword for the Mask of Clavicus Vial. Now we're going to quickly save and load right here to get us out of battle so that we can fast travel. Because you cannot fast travel when the battle music is playing, so excellent. Now that we've done that, we're going to go back to Cloudroller Temple. There we go. Okay, so drink an 8-stack very quickly. Martin and Joffles should already be at the top. Yep. And then we need to speak to him. Now this section is pretty complicated because there's a lot of stuff I have to do within a very short period of time. If not, then I have to reload a save before this section because it'll just soft lock. So there's quite a few. I'll try to explain as I'm doing it, but I need to concentrate during this section. But we're basically going to go and get a book that we're going to need quickly, which is going to initiate another quest. And then we have to do like a bunch of different places in here. So there's also a chance here I can get arrested, which I did in my world record. So if that happens, it's not too bad. But okay, wrong spell. Okay. I'm good. Nice. So there's a very small chance, even when you're sneaking, that that guy will, the owner of the tavern will see you. And if he does, then the guards will just come. Oh no, the guards are coming for me. Okay, that was odd. Fair. Alright, we'll go to jail very quickly, it's fine. I didn't think I was going to get seen because the music didn't play and he didn't come after me. That's kind of odd. But it's fine, it's not really much of a problem, we can just do this. Also, these guys are here from the place I just came from. Which is kind of random. Some of the enemies will save warp with you. It's really weird. Save warping is a really interesting and really screwy glitch on occasion. It'll just... Sometimes it just does what it wants to do. So make another save here for another save warp in a little bit. And then we need to go in. I'm probably also going to get stopped when I try and rest because I have to wait till a specific time. 3 hours will be fine. I need to wait another hour. Okay, that should be good. Yep, there we go. I got bothered by them, that's fine. Alright, initiating the next part of the quest with her, which means we now have to go and get a book. This game has a lot of definitely interesting parts to it. This section is literally just a big fetch quest. You sort of have to just go and pick this up and go and do this and go do that. So this is one of those sections that's just a bit awkward. And why are you not open? Okay, I'll wait another hour. Fine. Okay. I don't want to initiate a pick lock on the door just in case I get caught by the guards. Oh, what am I doing? Mysterium Xerxes. Cool. So we're going to leave. Re-enter. And then that's going to trigger this guy to appear, which we need to talk to him. Once he's spoken to the owner. There we go. So this guy basically got the Mythic Dawn book without realizing what he got. He didn't realize that the Mythic Dawn killed the Emperor. So he's just like, yeah, you can take this evil cult book. Go ahead, you have it. You want to bring them down? Take it, go. Just go. Alright, this part I have to do very quickly, because if I don't, I will get caught. Well, not caught. I'll get stopped by Boris, and he will then soft lock. So I have to really quickly do this part. Okay, open up this for another grate later. Can I get the jump? Nope. Okay, it's fine. Alright, then we need to go this way to Father Ule's house. I'm still being seen by someone. There we go. Also, it's good to note that I absolutely hate picklocking in this game. Okay, it's 2. 3. Damn. Picklocking in this game can be a little bit questionable at times. It's 2. 3. No, come on. The RNG is not being kind right now. There we go. Okay. Picklocking in Oblivion is not as good as it is in Skyrim. Skyrim's picklocking is way better. This door is easy though. Bop. There we go. Okay. So we're coming this way because we have to go into the sewers again, and there's a grate in this dude's house that just randomly leads to the sewers. Because reasons. So we're just going to go ahead and go through here. And then we're going to wait 2 hours. Now, timing here is very important. I have to get to a certain point by a certain time. If not, then I'm going to lose a bunch of time because of random stuff that's going on. Alright, so we just need to make sure that I'm meeting with the sponsor, which is perfectly fine. I also need to quickly sit in this chair. Now, I need to make this save here. This is a very important save for near the end of the run. I'll explain more about that when we get to that point. But we're just waiting for a dude to come through this grate. Now, I have to wait for him to come all the way through once the gate is open. Otherwise, he will softlock behind it and we'll have to reset. There we go. He's dead. We're going to grab his book very quickly. Didn't mean to grab those, but okay. And then we're going to save. And then we're going to go to the Arcane University where we were earlier on to do a save warp. Yeah, the load times on the console versions of Oblivion are kind of bad. It's okay, but... Okay, nice. Got it. Load up that save, which is going to transfer the books that we just got to right here at the Arcane University. It's a really interesting glitch that's just really useful. Mythic Dawn. There we go. Hopefully, I've done everything correctly within the right time. I'm hoping. Okay, so we need to go to the Palace District. Now, I need to go to a tomb that needs to be opened at the right time. We're early, I think. We are really early. Okay, 1 hour should do. Yep. Cool. And that's going to take us to where we actually meet Mankar Cameron, who is the leader of the Mythic Dawn cult. So we're going to go see him because we need to get a very specific book that's part of the end game getting to paradise. So we need to go and grab that quickly. I'm also going to do some more skooma duping when we get in there, because I'm running a little bit low. Which is fine. Normally in my runs, I do a dupe here very quickly, just to make sure I have enough. Because the last thing you need is to run out of skooma, because that just makes the run super slow. So we're going to quickly grab some dupe when we get into the cave. Some bandit is trying to wreck me. Let's not get wrecked by that guy. Okay, I thought I was going to take some damage right there. Alright, nice. Ooh, that was some rough damage. That should be enough. Yep. Alright, so just did a quick dupe right there. We need to quickly kill this guy as well. There we go. And we need to grab his key so we can go through the shrine. Now, if I didn't do that and I spoke to him, I would have to give him all of my belongings, and you sometimes don't get them back. And I don't need my Skooma gone, and I definitely don't need my scrolls gone. That's my attack, and that's all my speed boost. So we're going to kill him, get his key, and we're going to run through. In a casual playthrough, you can do this too. I don't recommend it. Heal. Ah. Damn. Okay. That's kind of annoying, but fine. I missed my input for the jump, so I kind of did a fall. You can live that perfectly fine. It's just I kind of messed that up a little bit. Okay, grab some more skooma. No, one more. That'll do. Okay. Alright, it's a little bit of time lost, but it's fine. Seriously? I'm probably a pixel out. Yep. That's a little bit annoying, but fine. But so far so good, because there's been about 20 different soft locks that can happen. Like, this game, when you try and speedrun it, definitely soft locks a little bit on occasion. Okay, try and do this correctly. There we go. I got my jump. And grab the book. There we go. Alright, now that we have that, we can leave, and we're going to do a save warp in a minute. This soft lock is 50-50. This one either will happen or it won't happen. It happens at random. So, we're going to warp out of here. Now, if the soft lock occurs, when we get back to the Arcane University, you'll hear battle music. If that's the case, I have to quickly get sent to jail. Because otherwise, it will just soft lock me, and I won't be able to initiate traveling of any kind. Because, like I said earlier on, you cannot fast travel when you're in a battle. So, and since the game will technically think that I'm in a battle because the music is playing, I won't be able to fast travel at all. But this save warp is 50-50. It will either work or it won't. Hello? Okay, my inputs are a little bit janked. There we go. Alright, now this is where I need to check to make sure that we're not getting soft-locked. Nope, we are fine. Okay, cool. So we didn't get the soft lock, I don't think. Nope, we are 100% fine. Awesome. So we just need to run back to Cloudroller Temple very quickly and speak to Martin, and then we're going to initiate the next quest, which is Spies. So we have to quickly run to Bruma, kill some Mythic Dawn agents, and go back. It's pretty self-explanatory and decently easy and quick. It's not really bad or anything. So once we've spoken to Joffles, we need to go and speak to Martin. Now, the Joffles the Clown meme will pop up a bit later. Okay, now I need to speak to Joffles again. In some instances, even with the Skooma boost, I will move slowly, and that's intentional. Because there are some instances where I can actually clip out of bounds completely accidentally. Whilst I'm here, before I forget, actually, I need to run in here very fast. And make a save on this door. Again, a save point that's used for save warping. In fact, that door is going to be our main save warp now for the rest of the run. We'll like go to do stuff, come back, do that save warp at that spot, and then we'll continue. But we're going to go to Bruma, and we're going to go, and we actually need to wait when we get here for a specific time. We need to wait, well, 13 hours. So you want it to be around 7 AM. Roughly. Okay, very nice. Alright, now that we're at the right time, we're going to make a save in front of the church. Which we're going to use, obviously, for a save warp. Anytime we make a save in this, it's generally for a save warp. There are a couple of occasions where I will make a save just because of, oh, wait, someone's seeing me, there we go. Come on. RNG. Please. There we go. Okay. They should be hit. Yep. They may look like innocent people. They are not. They are Mythic Dawn agents. So don't worry, we're not just murdering innocent people. These are people that are cultists. And they did kill the Emperor, so it's kind of, you know. Alright, we're going to quickly make a save right here. And then that save I literally just made at, at Cloudroller Temple. Because Cloudroller Temple is where Martin and Joffles are going to be for the rest of the run. So we need to do a save warp on this door. Load that save up. Now, with that part, there's a small chance that the guards will see you picklocking the door. If that's the case, that will then cause a soft lock here. Luckily, they didn't see me, so it's fine. I need to speak to Joffles, actually. Joffles? Ah, Joffles the clown, sleeping on the job. Not good, bro. Come on. Alright, now I need to talk to Martin. I need to give him the Mask of Clavicus Vial. And then I need to talk to Joffles again. Now, there's an Oblivion Gate that I need to go and quickly close. Now, this is really interesting. So, with Oblivion Gate save warps, we can actually close any Oblivion Gate we want as soon as we get in it. So, because... Oh, wait, what am I doing? Because of the save warp that the save I made in the original Oblivion Gate, we can then force the game to think that we've collected the Sigil Stone from this gate. So, we can just close it instantly. Which is really awesome. Hello, bird. So now you see the Oblivion Gate. Alright, make the save. And then we need to go back all the way to here. Save warping in this game is honestly just infinitely broken. You can do so much with it. Like, it's pretty much used in, like, every category. I'm almost certain of it. Alright, so there's a small chance this won't fully work. We'll find out in a moment. Okay, I have to redo the warp. That's fine. Sometimes you have to do it twice for it to sort of read it. For this one, it's a bit weird. So that's fine. We can just do it again. This time, it should trigger. Yes. So, the load bar, when it gets all the way to the end and stalls, you know that it's worked, and that it will warp us out of the gate, and think that we've closed it, because we don't need the item from this one. So, there's the Oblivion Gate gone, there's Bird, hello bro. And then we go back to Cloudroller Temple. Now, you could save warp, but I don't see the point. It's not any faster, so we're just going to do it this way. It's literally no faster to do a save warp here, so we can just run back up. And then we need to... Wait, where is he? He's in here now. Okay. That was close. He just swapped rooms. Yeah. Joffles. Alright, Martin. Actually, if you could stay there, Joffles, that would be sick. Cool. Okay. That's actually really good RNG that they're both together. So we've just initiated another quest called Blood of the Divines, which allows us to go through a place called Sancti Tor, where we're going to grab the Armor of Tiber Septim, another item. This is basically just get items that we need for the endgame, this section of the run. But this is actually a really, really weird dungeon, and it's definitely very confusing for the casual players. People casually get confused and lost in here so much. And you're gonna see that when you see how fast I go through. Like, anyone who's never played this will be like, what's this guy doing? Like, where is he going? Why is he doing all of this? But the premise of the dungeon is there are 4 ancient guardians we have to defeat to unlock the final room to get the armor. And it's a massive maze of twists and turns that you can easily get lost in if you don't know where you're going. You can very easily get lost here, so we're just gonna admire the countryside of Cyrodiil. Just see how beautiful it is. Looking at that grass. I need to not use all my stamina because that would be very bad. I need to use a little bit there though to get up the mountain. So the cool thing with Skooma, you can do another trick, what I like to call Oblivioning. So that's where you kind of run up a vertical plane just by jumping. So like you just mash jump and you end up going up a vertical plane. It's kind of interesting. It's even better with Skooma because Skooma just gets it up so quick. Although you do run out of stamina and you will probably ragdoll, so definitely don't do that. Okay. So like I said, this is going to be a big maze of twists and turns. So you might not truly understand where I'm going or what I'm doing, but rest assured this is definitely essential for the run. So we're just going to quickly run through this place. Okay. I also need to take it a little bit slow in certain instances too, because it's very possible I could potentially clip out of bounds accidentally without even trying. And of course, since the category is not out of bounds, I'll still continue to run if that happens, but I couldn't. If I PB'd, it would be a fake PB because I clipped, even though I didn't want to. There is a very small chance that with enough speed, you can just go through a wall for literally no reason, so... But so far, this run's been decently clean. One or two little mistakes, so not too bad. We need to very quickly destroy this undead guy. Grab his key. Go right. Then left. Then left. And then down here, try not to take damage. Thank you. Killed that guy. The quest should pop up. Yep. So, as I kill the Guardians, the quest marker will pop up just telling me that it's updating the quest and that I'm doing it correctly. Because you have to take out 2 more. Because I've already destroyed 2. So we're just going to run through here. But like I said, this is just one big confusing maze of twists and turns. So, if you're following along, but not... Oh, okay, I drank a 5-stack by accident. If you're following along, but still don't fully understand, don't worry. I don't blame you for not understanding. Ow. Can you fire, please? Thank you. Better do some healing very quickly. Now, it's very nice we have that spell keyed, because when we do need a quick heal, we can just go for it. And the cool thing is, because we're using a scroll for our main attack, it doesn't actually take magic away from our meter. So, I can just spam the flare spell from the scroll and not have a problem. Wop. Thank you. Alright, that's all the Guardians destroyed. So we're just going to run out of here. Through this door. I'm going to jump down to here. Alright, so I'm actually going to quickly make a save. This part is not for a save warp. And quickly reload it. So that we stop being in a battle. Because I need to wait quickly to make this faster. So we'll wait a couple hours. That should be good. Now, there's a small chance that RNG can really mess me up. Let's hope that does not happen. Okay, nice. Alright, so now we're going to save warp this back to Cloud Ruler Temple. There we go. Now, we've just got a few more parts left, so load this up. I'm actually really surprised so far we've not seen a soft lock. Because in a lot of my practice recently, I've been finding new soft locks that just happen, like out of nowhere.
That's practice for you. Do you have a bit, while you're smashing through this game, do you have a bit of time for me to mention an incentive?
Yes, of course, go for it.
Because the run after this one, which will be Blazing Chrome, still has an open bid war, which nobody has donated towards. So if you want to see either Doyle or Mavra played in that game, be sure to drop a quick donation, because you're the first, so Your donation will immediately decide who's winning that bid war currently. So be sure to donate for that if you want to see either Doyle or Mavra win that bid war. Thank you.
Alright, yeah, if you want to do the incentive for that, feel free to donate for that. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, so we need to quickly talk to the Countess to alert her that we need to summon a great gate in her, well, just outside of her city. And then we're going to quickly save warp to that save we made outside the Bruma Church earlier. And the music in this game is so peaceful. Alright, and that's going to force just everyone, Martin, Joffrey, and the Countess to all come here. Because this is where we have to initiate the actual quest. So they're all here already. Very nice. We'll wait an hour. And then the Countess should get here. Yep. Alright, we want the battle to begin so we can get out of here. So we just want to go through here very quickly. Alright, now this section. I should probably mention a softlock that... No, it's not a softlock, sorry, but it's a... Okay, so... The premise here is 3 different Oblivion Gates are going to open. And we need to wait for the Great Gate to open. This is the one we have to go into. Now, there is a very small chance that Martin can die, because enemies will gank him. If he dies, we then load up. So I'm going to quickly make a safety save when I get down here, very quickly. Just to make sure that I'm good, because if Martin dies, I'll reload back to the church. Unfortunately, I can't make a save in the middle of the battle, because it'll just trigger the church, so... There's a very small chance that Martin will die during this section. If he does, it's super slow. So I'm going to try my hardest to not attack any of the guards too, because if I attack any of these guys by accident, like shoot them with a fire spell, that's also going to be really slow and very, very bad. Right now, he's just giving those guys a pep talk so that they can do their business. We're going to wait for the Daedra and the Scamps to come through. Because all this part is just killing a bunch of Daedra Scamps, making sure the Martin doesn't die, and also making sure that I don't accidentally kill one of my own peoples, because that's definitely bad. Alright, there we are. They're starting to spawn. So you only see one Oblivion Gate right now. That's because the second and third ones will come as more enemies summon. There we go. Very nice. It's Martin. Okay, Martin's got his helmet on. Very nice. There's also a small chance that Martin will not have his helmet on if that happens. Ouch. Okay, Magic Reflector. Nasty. Oh my gosh. Boris. He almost got in the way of my spell. This is where, by the way, this is where Joffles the Clown comes into play. Joffrey runs around here like a madman. He runs all over the place. And there's a very small chance that he will run directly into my spells. He's done it many times in many of my runs. And if I kill him, then I end up having a bit of a problem because the guards will come and basically take me to jail, and it can softlock the quest, again causing a reset. So this part is probably the most reset heavy for me in my runs, either because no no oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Martin ran in the way of my spell. Okay. Gotta admit, that one's never happened to me before in a run. That's pretty nasty, actually. The one person here who can't die, I killed. Oops. That is absolutely horrible timing. That's also some of probably the worst RNG you can get in this section. Like Martin just running into your spell so he just dies. So there are 2 sections in the run where if Martin dies, you have to go back to before the section. So here and right near the end. But right near the end it's not so bad, because if you have to reload, it's about 30 seconds of time loss. It's not much. Here, if the Great Gate had opened and then he died, I would lose 5 minutes. Because it does take a few minutes to go through this section. Well, the run was good up to then. I can't believe that. I don't think I've ever had Martin run into my fire spell here. I've had Joffles many times. Okay, good job that I didn't actually fire my spell. Okay. Alright, second gate is opening. Alright, I'm going to have to try and play this a little bit more safe. Try and get rid of these guys as fast as I can. And as safely as possible. Without accidentally murdering Martin again. Okay, where are we looking? Who's fighting? Means the Scamps I have to worry about primarily, because the Scamps take more hits than the Daedra randomly. I think it's because Scamps are a little bit fire resistant, though. Alright, the third gate should... Oh, hello. The third gate should start spawning in a moment, and then about a minute afterwards, the Great Gate appears. And when this game means Great Gate, it actually means Great Gate. Like, this thing is huge. Like, I mean the size of a town. It's massive. Okay, there we go. That's the third gate. So we're sort of making a triangle of Oblivion Gates right now, and then the Great Gate will summon in the center. Oh, wow. Double Reflect. That's terrible orange. Triple Reflect? Holy crap. Okay, I am seeing some of the most wild RNG I've ever seen during a run of this game. This is incredible. This is absolutely insanity. Okay, there we go. The Great Gate spawning. So providing Martin doesn't die in the next 10 seconds, we're good. Good. The marker popped up. There we go. Okay. So the marker popped up, which means we can go through, and just like with the other Oblivion Gate, we're going to go ahead and quickly make a save warp to here. Unfortunately, a lot of the RNG elements, of course, I can't help. It's just random. That's what RNG is. So, okay, very nice. This one should work first time. I've never had this one not work first time. But we'll soon know as soon as the loading bar goes across the screen. We're good. So that's going to close the Great Gate, and it's actually going to give us the item from this that we do need. Alright, the Great Gate is closing, so we can just go ahead and finish off the Daedra. I should have moved a little bit earlier too, because there's a very rare soft lock that can happen here, where you can get stuck inside of the machine. Ah! Oh, I almost hit Boris. Don't hit the guards, Ben. That's not a good idea. Don't do it. I'm trying to... This is... Hello? Can you please? I'm just gonna... Okay, let them finish them off, I think. Just to be safe, because they are absolutely ganking those guys. Okay, cool. Alright, that's gonna trigger one of the final sequences. So we're gonna go to a place called Paradise. And this is where basically the end of the game starts. So we need to go through Paradise and take out Mehrunes Dagon, who of course is the leader of the Daedric cult. Because we need to go and grab the Amulet of Kings. So we're going to do a save warp from there back to Cloudroll Temple just to bring Martin here. We'll also have to probably wait an hour or two, more than likely. Yep, because he is not here yet. Okay, that should be good. He should get here. Yep. Alright, so with the items we've been collecting, he can now open the portal to Paradise. Now, there are two very necessary save warps coming up in this section to get through it really quick. So we can basically skip the entirety of this section. Pretty much. Just by doing some save warps. Because weirdly enough with this place, the game sort of recognizes... Ooh. The game recognizes that you should be here, but then because of the way the data is encoded, it will warp me to a different area. So this is actually a proper warp. I need to take this guy out very quickly. Thank you. Alright, we need to go in here next. So, anyone who's played this game knows this section. This is a long, drawn-out section, but we're going to get through it pretty quick. Okay, save warp initiated. And we're going to load up this save we made earlier at the table. So, the data from this save is going to make it so that we actually warp right near the end of Paradise. Very nice. Now, you also have to make sure that you're almost at full health here because of that full damage. You will take an insane amount of full damage. And I'm also going to make a safety save in front of this door. So there's a save warp coming up in here that if you get it wrong, or if the save warp doesn't work correctly, you will be soft locked here at the end of the game. I need to load up the Bruma save. So, like, the reason why these save warps work, so the first one, I had to load up a save where Mehrunes Dagon was not here. And then this save where he is here, if that makes sense. It's a little bit convoluted. Grab the Amulet of Kings, and we need to wait for the vibrations to kick it in properly. Now should be good. So just to make this a little bit faster, we're going to initiate a save warp back to Cloudroller Temple, and then that will initiate the final part of the game. So this hasn't been a terrible run, actually, other than a few RNG elements so far. Not bad. So we're just going to go ahead and do the save warp. If this works correctly, we should get the quest trigger pop up. Yep. That was a little bit of a slow pop up, by the way. Alright, and there is one final save warp we're going to be doing. So, just like a lot of games, the way this game loads actors is it will just load them outside of your view so you can't see them load in. Now, why is this interesting? Well, the save warp we're about to do at the palace. So, normally you're locked in like this central council chamber room where you can only see Martin and the Chancellor Okato. But because we're going to be warping here, we're actually going to see some Daedra just standing there waiting for their cue to attack. Now, the reason we save warp here is because it's a little bit faster. So we just have to wait for Martin to run in. Cool. Wait for them to start talking. There we go. And then we need to go to here. Alright, final save warp coming up. Oh, okay, if my warping would actually work. Oh, I was trying to figure out what that was. Okay, I think we're good. Someone was exiting as I did the save warp. I was wondering what that was. Okay, we should be good. Yeah, we're good. So there's the Daedra waiting for their cue to attack. They're already loaded in. We can't attack them, unfortunately. We're kind of stuck here until their dialogue ends. So we'll know once their dialogue is ended because the text pop-up will pop up telling us that the quest is going to continue. The run should also be over in about 35-40 seconds. Roughly. Depending on how long this actually takes, because sometimes this can take a little bit longer than normal. Okay, they're running in. Excellent. I was afraid of this. Okay. So that is a warp gone bad. Okay. I can fix that, though. This save warp at times can be a bit finicky. If one thing goes wrong, it will mess up the rest of the quest. Fortunately, we can just run back to here, though, and wait for this part to initiate again.
Everything is ready for Martin's arrival.
Do you want to talk to him then, please? Thank you.
Martin's septum.
Okay. We should be good now. That's a little bit unfortunate that that happened. Again, it's random. Sometimes these save warps can go a little bit wonky. Why? Okay. Sure. If that happens again, what I will do is I will just wait through this part of the quest quickly. It's not really much slower to wait normally anyway. It's just faster to go here a little bit. Like, because you end up in, like, that room over there where the door is. And the thing with this section, like I said earlier on, is that Martin can die. And if that happens, it resets this part of the quest, and you go back by a good amount. So we just need to quickly go ahead, and this is why I also gave an estimate of a way longer than my world record, because of random stuff like this that can occur. Like random soft locks or random stuff that happens. Okay, we're good. So like I said, Marty can die here, so we need to try and get to the final part as fast as we can. So we're just going to run through this door very quickly and hope that Martin doesn't die. In my runs, I've only ever had him die once. He doesn't normally die. It's it's a very short chance. I think it's just if the enemies can get critical hits on him. So we're just going to run in here very quickly. And we need to wait for Martin to get here, and time will end once we end our dialogue with Martin. I'll obviously say when I'm going to end. So we need to quickly wait for him. Okay, time is going to end now. Okay, that wasn't too bad. That was a decent run. And now we just get to see Martin turn into a dragon and just destroy the Daedric Lord. Pretty cool, actually. GG's. And we should trigger the final cutscene.
The amulet is shattered.
Well, there we go. That's how you beat Oblivion in just over an hour.
With the dragon's blood and the amulet of kings, we have sealed the gates of Oblivion forever. The last of the Septims passes now into history. I go gladly, for I know my sacrifice is not in vain. I take my place with my father, and my father's fathers. The third age has ended, and a new age dawns. When the next elder...
So, not bad at all. A couple of sections were definitely a bit questionable. That was because of RNG elements. Nothing that I could really deal with, so that's a little bit unfortunate. There is quite a lot of RNG elements to this run. There's also, again, a section where I did die. That was 100% my bad. That was just me failing. But that's how you beat the game. It's pretty cool, actually. So if you guys are ready to end, I am cool too.
Alright, well thank you for the amazing run, and that unfortunate event with Martin will definitely be remembered. That was absolutely beautiful. I cannot contain my laughter, so I'm glad I was muted. Yes, next run will be Kurthar with Blazing Chrome, and that donation incentive for the main character choice is still open, so if you want to donate that, feel free to. This is the end of my hosting shift. I'll hand it over to Killer Chair, who just did that amazing Broforce run as well. And thank you again, Ben, for your amazing run.
Thank you for hosting this. Quick final word, if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, that would be great. It's BenDoesVariety. I do all kinds of variety content, speedruns, challenge runs, casual playthroughs, and I will hopefully see you guys later.